Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, Little Fox Studios. This is Missy and we're continuing to build Edinburgh Castle, yeah, that's the name of it. And we're on seven or eight. I don't know why I even try anymore some days. Anyways, on our last video, we completed our little bed here and then our nightstand here. So, everything is turning out really cute, I think. So let's set these up over here, out of our way, and just keep on, we're gonna keep on moving through. So we're gonna go with the bathroom. Bathroom, and mirror, and books. So we need C6, 10 of them, okay? And that's our first light colored one, right? Yep. Oh, as I throw pieces, whoops. Didn't mean to, there's a little clock there. Okay, C6, 10 of them, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so all. You just come out. Okay, in big chunks, that's cool. All right. And then we need D13. So these are colored ones. D13. I am probably going to just go ahead and cut this one out because it's very thin. And this one is pretty thick. All right, and then D24. 24 is the internal part here. I'll just take that out and then pop that inner frame out. And then we need, okay, G11, which is our little lace trim thingy. That. And we need G5, which is the mirror paper. Okay. You'll need your gold paint and paintbrush. So they did give us little buckets, but I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use my acrylic paint marker. That is metallic gold. So I'll be using that. But it's just the same process as the paint. Okay, we need some paper, 7.5 and 7.6. Seven, 5, and 7.6, the little gray ones here. I think those might be our templates for our two mirrors, but we'll see when we get there. And I know I said this before, but sometimes the papers that are just stuck on with the little tabbies, sometimes they're just so loose, like you move them twice and they're falling out. This one, they don't want to come out. All right, and then 6.16 and 6.18. $6.16, both of these, and $6.18 is both of these. I don't know why I'm fighting it. I should know just to cut them out. So those are 616 and those are 618. Okay, is that, yeah. Oh, and our bathtub. Yeah, that would, if we're gonna make the bathtub, we kind of need a bathtub. They give us a little plastic bathtub here. And we're gonna see how we decorate that. I don't know if we'll know, I don't think we'll know now, but, so first off, they want us to take the gold and paint or marker just the top, the whole top of the bathtub. Now I'm going to kind of go along the sides because I think just the top part kind of doesn't look quite right. Again, that's that artistic license, so you can paint whatever part you want. Gold bathtub. This is a first for me. I've seen pink and blue. I don't think I've ever seen it gold. Alright, and then the G19. Now it doesn't, oh, it does say 45 millimeters, which is 4.5 centimeters, or they give us a red line right here, and that is a 1-on-1. So I'm going to cut a little bit big because I kind of just want to cut in between the scallops. Not quite sure because this is now supposed to just drape over the edge. I'm not quite sure what that's supposed to be. It doesn't like look like a towel. I don't know what the thought process is here, but okay. There you go. 1 second. I forgot my glue. I want to see real quick where to place it. So living room. Where that's the bedroom. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to see where the piano's up on that top ledge. Okay, so I'm okay. I know I'm being a little picky here, but I'm just looking at the lip of it, and it kind of looks like the bigger lip goes in the back, and then this would come off of the right side. But then when you look at the placement, well, maybe that's right. Okay, all right, I'm gonna add a little extra something to this, just because I did this in one kit and absolutely loved it, and I've done it in like every bathtub since. I'm going to take, that's all my extra polymer filler that they give you, like to do pillows and stuff. Yeah, I keep my extra. It's a bit. And I'm actually just going to make some bubbles. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one, this little bit in first. I'm going to get my papers out of the way because otherwise I'm going to scatter them everywhere. I'm telling you, this little diamond art pen with the wax, it works great on these papers. Okay, so we're just going to glue like a quarter of it in. So I'm going to just glue like the last two scallops, and we'll just go on the thicker parts of this. So basically around the edges. Yes, we're waiting for glue to dry. I do want it to kind of pull around the front a little bit, so a little bit on that outer edge there. Again, I'm not quite sure what it's supposed to kind of be. Sorry, I had a little fluff there. This does not want to stick. I mean, it will. I know it will because I've done, you know, we've put this material on before. Maybe a touch of the super glue. I just use Crazy Glue super glue. It's like some of the cheapest, but don't stick it in the white glue. I use the brush applicator. No, hold it down. I mean, it's a little better. It's not all the way down, but that's okay. Oh, now you're gonna cut, oh, this thing. Okay, maybe this will help. I'm gonna take a little bit of this fluff and we're gonna make bubbles. Okay, it's a little bit too much. It doesn't need a lot. Seriously, not a lot at all, because you want it to be nice and fluffy. If you compress it too much to get more in there, it doesn't really look like bubbles anymore. Yep, and then I'm just going to take my Aleene's Original Tacky Glue, and I like to just put it around, kind of just right under that top rim. And then just kind of a little bit along the bottom, just to give it a little bit of substance. Not substance, a little bit of stick to it, a little bit of somewhere to hold on to. And then we'll go ahead and stick that in there. I know, when I take a bubble bath, I haven't taken a bubble bath in years. Because honestly, I don't know if I could get out of the tub if I got in there. Bad news on my knees today. Double knee replacement. Yay! So, anyways, I like lots of bubbles when I used to do this. So I overfill mine. You don't have to. Like, you can, if you want to add this, if you want a bubble bath, you don't even need a bubble bath. But if you want to, you know, you can do as little as much. I think one of them I even like overflowed it, like on purpose. Like, this is overflowed, but I mean like a lot. Kind of like that. So that's just my little take on the bath. It just gives us something a little extra. Okay. Now we're going to take, let me put that back in my box, so otherwise I'll lose it for next time. Okay, so we're going to set that to the side. Now we're going to take our mirror paper. And we're going to cut out 7-5. See if we can get it pretty good where two sides are gonna match up to the edges. And then we're going to put this on the back of, oh, hang on, I've got to fix the wood here. So I'm just going to sand where they were stuck to the big piece of wood. And then it's kind of a brownish, dark brown. I'm going to use my black instead of just my brown. Yeah, I want it dark. Again, not something you have to do here, just my little fun extra little bit. So yeah, I had a doctor's appointment today and I've done some x-rays on my knees because they're getting real bad. I have pulled a tendon so bad, it is so swollen, and the arthritis and degenerative osteoporosis is so bad, and I have water on both knees. I have fluid in them. Yay, so I can't take steroids, so I can't do steroid injections. The only other thing, I am, anti-inflammatory. Yay, that's a fun med, but she's like, yeah, so the next step, unfortunately, is double knee replacements. Well, they won't do them at the same time, but I'm gonna see how long I can hold off because they only last about 10 to 15 years, and don't want to be doing that later in life. Could have been cut a little bit bigger. I don't know. We'll see. I just want it to be so it doesn't miss that little uplift there. I'm not saying that right. I just don't want a blank space on the top of that. And Aleene's will dry clear, but on this mirror paper it does kind of leave little smudge marks. So I always just try to get any off that I can of the glue. Okay, so there's one little mirror. Why is that edge like buckled? Put it on a little crooked, so I have a little bit. Oh, we're good. Okay. One mirror. Same thing with the second one with 7-6. So I'm just going to cut it off there so we can just put that out of our way. I am kind of cutting it a bit bigger, knowing that, you know, it's sitting behind that frame. I can always trim it up. I'm not trying to be like so perfectly exact. As you can tell, that's a pretty not oval. That's okay. I hope I didn't cut it short on that one side. Oh, you moved. Nice line of glue squeezed out. Well, it didn't squeeze out. I moved the, accidentally moved it, and it just, that's okay. I probably just made it worse. I should have just left it. Yep. Oh, there we go. Now we got it off. Okay, so there's our 2 little mirrors. That one is just warped. I don't know. That one's nice and flat. I don't know what this one is doing here in this corner. It's almost like when I did it crooked, it's almost like it bunched up in that corner, and yeah, that was going to drive me nuts. So it's more like a fun mirror than an actual mirror. Nope, it still did it. Dang it. I don't know if it's like maybe the frame is off a little bit. I'm not sure why it's doing that. It's better. It's still got a little warp in that bottom corner, but it's better. I mean, come on, it's not like I'm going to be using it in real life, you know? All right, and now we're going to do our books. So, glue the 2 C, whoop, what? I knew I had a piece. So, glue the 2 C6 pieces together and sticks C16. So 2, 4, 6, 8. That's okay. Nope. Oh, 216 are 2 of them. Okay, and then those are the 2 16, and then 3 of them are going to stack up and do the 18s. Okay, that makes sense. All right, so and then these 2, I'm just going to go ahead and glue all the wood together first. I've got notches on these, but they're not where the paper's going to go. They're on the short ends. And I know I should really sand them off, but I'm like, do I need to? Do I really, really need to? It is so windy and cold out today, y'all. Whew, I opened that front door this morning. I was like, oh my goodness. It's only supposed to be in the 50s, like 54 or something. Oy. I know. Some of you are way colder. I'm just not used to it. We're in Arizona. Although one year, it's probably been, I don't remember what year it was, 10 years, 12 years ago. We actually had some snow. I mean, granted, it barely touched the ground before it melted. Like, it literally touched and melted. But I was able to capture just a couple of little flakes on a black tool bin. So it was plastic, so they lasted just a couple of seconds. It took me forever to actually get a picture. But I finally got one, and then I sent it to my whole family, all my siblings. I was like, okay, it's official. Hell is frozen over. It's snowing in Bullhead City, Arizona. Like, it's snowing. It's snowing. They were like, uh-oh, end of times. Right? I mean, summertime, we're like 120. And here it was snowing. No, thank you. Okay, because, I'm going to have to. Because we're going to set them on that edge. I should have done this in the beginning. There's a notch out of the center of that one. So it's like there's three layers of, not the three pieces of wood, but in each piece there's like 3 layers. So if you see a light, a really dark, and a medium dark, that's one piece. And right here, that middle piece is missing a chunk. It's not going to make any difference. It's fine. I was just like, am I saying that right? I thought it might be difficult because they're all pushed together, but it's fine. They're not moving or anything. Oh, that one has a chunk out of it too. Yep. That's kind of weird. And just because I am me, I mean, this is probably so unnecessary. But you know how it goes. If you don't want to watch this part, I don't blame you. It's fine. You fast forward till I'm reassembling again. You just don't have to tell me about it. And then we'll wrap our paper around 3 sides. So, you're going to stack laying on a wide side. Okay, so you know what I'm going to do real quick? I am going to, handy dandy ruler, I'm going to bend. So you want to go, there's a cover, the spines, and then a cover. So you can put them on the block first. I just have I have trouble with that, so I'll bend them in between the spine and the cover. And if they're not perfect, that's okay. This is just to give me an idea. See, it's just like the blocks. There's 3 spines in these ones and only 2 in those, so 2 blocks and 3 blocks. But I did notice some of them have that little white tab on it from the paper. Nope, that's part of the, like these ones, that one has a little tab there. Whoop. Okay. So we're going to put it on one of the light sides first. Tall ways, you know, it's going to match the paper, so it's long ways up and down. We will put that front cover on there. And yep, they're a little bit big. And it may not be an issue for you. I hate them when they're not sized correctly, so I am going to trim up the edges. Oh, I did cut it, it just didn't come off. Don't cut the wood, Missy. All right, rinse and repeat. We got time wise. Oh, we're only at 34. Man, I have no sense of time lately. Sometimes when they're a little bit big, you gotta make them adjust how you want them. Just gonna go back and trim everything up. The dog's saying hi to the neighborhood again. Neighbor dog must be out. Yep, I can hear him. I hear the other dog. They go back and forth. And then our final one here. Oh, third dog joining in. Boy, the whole neighborhood's going off now. I feel like a bunch of gossips out there, huh? Okay. So we've got our 4 stacks of books here. I'm gonna just, I know it's gonna be loud for a second, but hang on. I don't want to try to pick all those up. Our 4 little stacks of books. Okay, so that was our bathroom and mirror and books section. Now we're going to come into table and armelia. I'm not exactly sure what that is. I'm wondering if it's this thing. I don't know. Anyways, so we're going to pull some pieces. We need C62, 63, and 64. That's 39. Out of those 60, no, 70. Yeah, so the dark brown one. What did I say? 2 62s. 62s are right here. 63 is here, and 2 64s are here. Okay. I am also going to cut these out there. Doesn't seem like they're going to want to just pop out at all. Okay. Looks like there's a tab on the top and bottom. There's 62s. And I waited till I took those out before I tell you, be careful, don't twist too much because you don't want either that top or those bottom legs to break. And last time, as I was saying to you guys, be careful, is when I broke it. So I was like, let's hold off for a second. Okay, wait. 56, 57, and 58. So 56 57 and 58. Okay. Alright, and then okay, we need C116, which is further back. It's on our last foot. Yep, the big circle one right here. Then we need E21 times 3, 22, 23, 24. Again, I don't know why. It's the yellow ones. Okay, so there's 3 21s. $22 is the brown, and there's little symbols on one side, and then whoop, last two are in my little bag. I don't know if you guys got them in little bags or what. 23 is the plainer one, and then 24 has those little bits in the center. 23 and 24, okay. That bag is empty. And then we're going to use one of our gold 122, which is right up top, very thin one. We'll get there when we get there. And also 23. Okay, right below it, there's a square. These are stickers, so we're not pulling them off yet. So paper, we need 5, 4. Is the brown circle one. And then 6-7. The little, probably some type of a rug or something. Well, we thought that last time and it wasn't. It was a tablecloth, so who knows. Right, those two, and then lastly we need G33, 34, and 52. So 33 is our little red and kind of yellowish little marble ball bead there. I'm just going to set it on top of there so it doesn't roll away. 34 is our little treasure chest. And then 52 is our little bird cage that has like a pearl bead in there. Okay, so fold 6-7 along the dotted lines and then glue. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there's 4 dotted lines. So we're making a square, rectangle kind of thingy. tab, and this one will be the one that tucks inside the other side. Man, even it's like I don't know why they're not straight. Okay, so literally we're just gonna put that little tab right there. And just like with the boxes, I like to use my tweezers. Just give a little bit of an extra crunch that my fingers can't get in there and do. Is it supposed to be not a perfect square? It's like, maybe that's why it wasn't. I don't know. I mean, I'm like lined up perfectly on that edge. There's no overedge, there's no underedge. But yet if you look at it, it's not quite perfectly square. I don't know. I don't know if it's supposed to be that way or not. Okay, so then glue the wooden pieces as shown. Okay, so now we need to make, I'm going to do C62s and C64s. And it's going to go, they're going to go just opposite of each other, right? Oh, I need to clean up my wood first. And then 63 will hold them all in place. We might just be sticking them in here first. I'm thinking that might just be easier. Since I'm sanding, we might as well get these other ones that I know need it. I'm going to hit them with our marker just to even everything out. Sorry, I got a little quiet. I was like, wait, I'm missing something. The pieces I'm working on. That would be good to do. I'm not going to worry about the bottoms on these ones or the inside little grates. There's no way I'm getting in all those. I don't know if my marker's getting a little worse for wear. Is it drying out? I'm not sure. It doesn't seem to be as kind of potent, as dark as it usually is. I don't know. Could just be this wood too. Last little piece here. Okay. Oh, we're almost, so we'll make this little thing because we're almost at an hour. So what I'm gonna do actually, instead of trying to put the sides together and not knowing if it's actually right, I'm going to put them in here. So, okay, so the glue is just gonna go, well, I'm gonna put my white glue inside here. Okay, Aleene's, and then we'll put just a dab of the super glue on the side of that. And then we'll push that in there. Now we do want it to be straight. That's gonna be, okay, there we go. And then just do the opposite, the same size one on the opposite side. Sorry, I keep pulling out of frame. Sorry, guys. Okay, and then if we, I'm just trying to see how, okay, so the little ones are going to go on the inside of the big ones. So we will put that white glue, we'll still put it in there. But then I'm going to go ahead and put it along these sides. Not the top, because it's arched. So those won't actually touch, just on that flat edge there. And then fourth one here. Well, I was just going to say it turned out way better than I thought, and then I collapsed it. That was my fault. I pushed in on the edge there now. Do make sure that all of your pieces are pushed up into this top piece. Because like that one was not. I was like, why are my feet not level? That's why. But then once I got it pushed up all the way, everything leveled out on the bottom. Yep. There we go. And I just want to make sure that those little ones are flush on the inside, not pushed in and not popped out. I can see where I lost a little bit of that wood. I like the idea of the fine point, but I don't really like the fine point. Oh, I did it on quite a few of them. On the bottom. Huh. 3 out of them. Well, 4, because the 4th one was on the inside. Okay, we got them. All right, and then what? Oh. Okay, so we're going to take 2-3, which is the square kind of in the center there. Yep, it's a fit. Okay, and it's a sticker. I'm just a little jaded. I don't trust the stickers. Okay, it's kind of weird because trying to see the best way. So these pop up a little bit. The sides are slightly higher if they get fitted in, and then that doesn't allow this to set like totally flush. But I'm thinking I don't know if I want to try pushing the top down. Oh, okay. That did it. So what I did was I just pushed on the corners, opposite corners of the top, right? And that pushed it level with that pushed these down, or pushed them all level. So everything is now smooth. And it still stands right because they all went down the same amount. Yeah, okay. All right, and then 2-2, which is our long skinny one up here. Oh, I took, hold on, I'm just gonna put my glue on here. That's gonna go around the edge. Again, it is a sticker. You may have better luck than me and not need to glue it. I hope so. get started right on a corner. I'm going to try anyways. No, come on. There we go. Okay. I don't know why that's being difficult. Trying to just get it straight. Like, I just really want it straight, and there is a little bit of an overlap. And instead of trying to keep that down on that corner, I'm just going to cut it off. I'm not even playing with it. So I make sure that's stuck on really good, because it's kind of not. Especially on those corners, I don't know. Okay, and then this square, or not square that we made, I think it's supposed to be square. It's supposed to fit inside. And it kind of doesn't. Yeah, the little swoops are down. That back side, look, that back side doesn't fit. What? I'm not redoing this. You're going in. I think we're past an hour, but we're gonna put this in here. I probably folded it wrong. I mean, most likely I folded it wrong. But I don't know how. Like I said, it's totally even on there. It didn't show any extra overlap or anything. Can I just shove it in there? No, because then it only goes to here. It's supposed to, okay. I don't know if I can get this apart. I might have to just cut it and re-seam it. Because it's not even just like a tiny bit off. It's quite a bit off. Like I said, most likely my fault. Okay, so I'm going to cut. So I cut not exactly on the corner, right? So now I'm going to take this little extra bit off. I guess. Let's see if that will then. That doesn't even fit. What are you? Maybe it was a folding issue. I don't know. I mean, it's all the way in. Honestly, I was gonna take it back out and then try to glue that corner together, but I'm not. I'm just gonna make sure this is nice and tight down into the corners. Okay. I don't know, I mean, honestly, like I said, I probably just cut it wrong or bent it wrong or glued it wrong. I did something wrong, obviously, but it's in there. It's all the way up in there. It's supposed to be flush here, and yeah, and it does say to glue it. How are you supposed to glue it? Honestly, it's pretty solid. Like, it's solid in there. It's not coming out. So I'm not gonna glue it. I'm just gonna leave it just like that. So, and then on top of it is our treasure chest. So we're just gonna set our treasure chest right on top of that. I am just gonna give it a dab of super glue. Just give a little bit of extra stability there. And kind of try to center it as best I can. All right, so there's one little, I don't know, table or something. Okay, so I'm sure, yeah, we're just over an hour. Okay, so next is, we've got a couple of tables to make. There's one, I think that's, oh, and then this is all together here, and then that's going to go in there. So we have two more things to make, but on this one we got our little bathtub done, and our books done, and our mirrors done, and this little thingy done. We will finish those up next time. Oops, throwing handy dandy ruler around. So yeah, we did get the bathtub done, and I wasn't sure how much of this we would get done, but we got part of it done. Sneak peek, and then it's signs and lights, and then plants and piano. I don't know how much that, we're not gonna get all that done next time, but we'll get some of it. Because I think these two pieces, this table's like fairly simple. This one, depending on how the marble fits, I've made a few of these before, and it all depends on how the marble fits. If it's gonna be easy peasy or if we're gonna have to fight it. It just depends. We'll see. Easy, we'll get it, and then we'll definitely get our signs done, and we'll see how much of our lighting we can get made. I don't know if we'll get into plants. Definitely probably won't, although plants are very easy. Although I don't think we'll get to piano next. But alright guys, so that's our sneak peek for next time. That's what we'll be working on. And if you are still here, you are the true rock stars. Thank you so very much. I am enjoying this build, having fun with it. So it's a little bit later in the day. Like I said, I had stuff to do this morning. So I'm not going to go figure out what's for dinner, I guess. All right, well, thank you again. I really do appreciate you guys so very much. And I hope to see you on the next build. Bye.